Hello everyone, I'm Steve, Mark's making the bed, and this is Smokey Steve and Mark. Welcome or welcome back. It is the weekend, so we know what that means. I'm gonna be perfectly frank, this is Diet Sunkissed Soda. Had my coffee and I'm a little too hyped already. And of course the unfinished basement. So today, I know, what is there to say? Chantal took the week off. Well, at least the week off from YouTube. So I figure, well, we did get some hints as to how she's doing, what she's doing. There was a stray community post, and then a lull, and then another one. So I thought we would just kind of talk about where she's been briefly, because we kind of overlapped from last week. We'll just follow from there. And then maybe talk a little bit about what could have been going on. Not making accusations, not saying, spreading rumors. And then we'll go to her most recent post, because now it is not Foodie Beauty anymore. She is not our fair lady Foodie Beauty, Chantal Marie Big Beautiful Me. It is now the Daily Chantal. Okay. So, let's just see where we left off. Now, Chantal was doing a weight loss challenge that she declared, and it went all of 2 days. At least, again, on YouTube. Who knows what she's doing otherwise. Um, yeah, that journey didn't go so well. She put a post up saying she couldn't do it. She didn't feel like she could be under the microscope or deal with people saying that's too much sugar, that's too much this, that's too much that, which kind of surprised me because her community of supporters, I didn't really see too much of that in her comments, and I don't know if she was moderating, but it didn't look like people were coming for her very hard. I didn't feel the need to come for her very hard, though I usually don't. About her choices. I'll get behind anyone who's trying to do something better with their life. You know, everybody who made a change in their life that takes a while to do has their day one. Granted, she's had 2 dozen, but if she is going to change, one of these will be day one. Apparently, this wasn't it. So, then she goes a little further. Now we have the laptop because she likes to write. Uh, let's see here. I don't think I can do it. Can't be under the magnifying glass. So there was that. Next. So after she pretty much gave people a very polite middle finger for giving her support, she says, "Hi guys, in my last post, I was in a terrible mood. I've gotten tons of support, and my last post minimized all of you that are rooting for me." That's accurate. When people don't make people feel sorry for caring. That being said, this is all overwhelming, and a big part is that I'm not organized. Now, I touched on this last week. I don't think she lacked organization. Chantal makes incredible diet plans, exercise plans, all sorts of plans. She does not lack for skill when it comes to making plans. She lacks for skill when it comes to executing plans. But this is where she thinks she needs to be and what she needs to do. After that, radio silence for 5 days, 6 days. And then we get this most recent post. So for anyone who doesn't get there, I'm going to read the post all the way through. I can't do a good Chantal voice. So you'll just get it what it is. And then we'll go back and kind of go into it a little bit more in depth. Because this is the post where the change happens. The channel's new direction, all this stuff. "Hey guys, hey! Okay, that's my best Chantal. As you see, I've decided to change my channel name, etc. But this time I was not impulsive about it. I took a lot of time to think about something that is meaningful to me and something that can be used to help and inspire others. My world cannot revolve around food anymore. My online presence cannot revolve around food anymore. Life is so much more than that, though admittedly I am still trying to convince myself of this. Vlogging is a great hobby, and it would mean so much to me if you guys followed my journey. I've been away, and I plan on doing a video when I return explaining in depth what has been going on. I am sure you suspect my health is not good, and it really isn't. Dealing with the hysterectomy healing, physical and grief, depression, hormonal issues, and severe nausea and dizziness from surgical menopause side effects, withdrawals from processed food, yes, this is real, trust and believe, obesity-related health issues, and more, have been so overwhelming that I felt it best to do some healing in private. I anticipate being back soon. Thanks for your patience, guys." So, this is the last on YouTube that we've heard. I haven't been trailing her on Instagram, though I did see a few pictures of cats. You know, that was the most recent. On Instagram, she's Big Beautiful Me. So I went there and That was it. Some pictures of cats. That was the last I saw. So, decided to change the name of the channel, but was not impulsive about it. So now it is the Daily Chantal. If daily here implies that we're going to see daily videos, it's already... That's a very big change of hers, and it has nothing to do with weight or food. That's like a commitment sort of thing. It's hard to do videos every single day. It's a tall order, especially because I think she's made a commitment to do it before, and it just doesn't happen. A lot of folks who commit to it don't do it. It's a tall order. It's a lot of work to do a video every single day. So, it's an ambitious change that she's proposing, to say the least. Impulsive? The original name of my channel was Smoke Yourself Thin, because it was a weight loss channel, and the irony of that was that I was pursuing a healthy goal, but was, smoking. And then it was Smokey Steve, and then SmokeySteveAndMarc, but even picking those changes took a while. It took a while to pick the name, it took a while to think about it. It was more like weeks than really quick. Not saying that people can't make good decisions on a snap or in a short period of time. And that a week is actually not impulsive for Chantal because she can change her mind in a day. But I suppose it's all relative. Took time to think about something that's meaningful to me and something that can be used to help and inspire others. People made that commentary when she was going for her hysterectomy, that she initially said she wanted to document her hysterectomy journey. At least the second time. I don't know why she didn't document it for the first surgery that was canceled, but for the second one that actually happened, that's something that I think could be used to show other people this is what it's like. This is what it's like for a woman. This is what it's like for what a guy wouldn't get a hysterectomy. But this is what it's like for a woman of this age, of this size, of this personality type, to go through this. So that would be something, but that didn't happen. My world cannot revolve around food anymore. My online presence cannot revolve around food anymore. Good call. I think your psychiatrist would agree with that. I think a lot of your supporters would agree with that. I think when you've put up voting here, I know weight loss got a high vote because I think people want to see you be well, and they're concerned that your weight helps you not be well. I think when you put out things that say, do you guys want to see a healthy mukbang or a vlog, and people vote for vlog, that kind of points in that direction too. No mukbang. No mukbang, no mukbang. Doesn't matter if you're sitting there and doing the vegan ones. Again, like, no mukbang. The people who care about you don't want that for you. Your own people. Not just haters who want to tell you what you should do with your life, but I think your own people want better for you. So, a guess, an assumption. Vlogging is a great hobby. Oh wait, excuse me. Life is so much more than food, food. Though admittedly, I am still trying to convince myself of this. So there's a back door there to make some mistakes, and people make mistakes. But hobby? I'm not sure. Vlogging is a great hobby, and it would mean so much to me if you guys followed my journey. I think of it as her job, unless she's found other employment. I mean, for Mark and I, this is pretty much a hobby. We have 9-to-5 jobs, both of us. And those are our main source of income. That's what keeps the lights on and keeps the cat fed and, all that other stuff. So I'm curious to see her use the word hobby. But maybe she's just not trying to put it out there like vlogging is my bread and butter. And I would love for you guys to follow the journey that I'm monetizing. But that's neither here nor there. I've been away, and I plan on doing a video when I return, explaining in depth what has been going on. Well, good. People do that when they disappear and come back. As I am sure you suspect, my health is not good, and it really isn't. Chantal has about a dozen pre-existing conditions between mental health and physical health. Some that I think are very real. Some she could be exaggerating. When I say I see her, I see me, I used to say this in the early reviews more. One of the reasons that Chantal grinds my gears is because all the worst parts of myself I see in her. And one of them is this exaggeration. This was something I used to do particularly well. The exaggeration of symptoms in order to kind of manipulate people. Feel sorry for me, I'm sick. Having a fight with somebody. Oh no, I need to go to the ER. It kind of interrupts things like that. Now, I'm not saying she's not dizzy. I'm not saying she's not nauseous, but she very well could be. She just had a hysterectomy. There's a whole host of symptoms and things with that I will say I'm ignorant about, that I don't understand the rest of those things. So immediately all those things could be happening. But in the past, Chantal has had a lot of health issues. She goes and seeks medical attention often on an emergency basis. So things get real really fast for her, I guess. Uh, Dealing with a hysterectomy, healing, physical and grief, depression, hormonal issues, and severe nausea and dizziness from surgical menopause side effects, withdrawals from processed food. Yes, this is real, trust and believe. Obesity related health issues and more have been so overwhelming that I felt it best to do some healing in private. So let's go back to the beginning of that long sentence. Dealing with hysterectomy, healing, physical and grief, and depression. So yeah, she had a hysterectomy. That's gonna throw a lot of stuff off. I'm not gonna pretend to understand because I'm a guy, but I would suspect it would be emotional, even for someone who may or may not have decided already they wanted to have children. Um, I I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if it was me, I don't particularly want children myself. Um, but if the choice was taken away from me, I think I'd have feelings about that. It's not whether I do or don't want to have kids. It's not even on the table. It's the choice that was taken away from me because I was ill and had to have an operation which took that choice away. So, if I was going to relate on any level, it's my hypothetical feelings that if I were a woman who didn't want to have children, how might I react? So, I should put a timestamp after that so you can skip it. But anyway, um, so all that stuff I'll lay as real because I mean, like I said, some of the stuff could be exaggerated because she has a long history of exaggerating and talking a lot about medical issues. The time she thought she had keto flu 20 days in, um, whatever. Withdrawals from processed food. Yes, this is real, trust and believe. Now, she's a junkie for fast food and prepared foods, and she'd be the first to tell you. There was periods, I think, where she said she was eating it like 3 times a day. So, would one call that an addiction? Well, yeah. I would say if she can't stop herself, or doesn't want to stop herself, um, again, this goes back to the discussion, what do you think's wrong with Chantal and her eating? Do you think she's a food addict? Do you think she has an eating disorder? Or do you think she's a glutton? It depends on your perspective and what lens you're looking at through Chantal, as to why she's overweight and why she eats the way she does. When she's talking about withdrawals from processed food, it sounds like she's framing it as food addiction. You have addiction, and then you take the substance away, and there's withdrawals. Physical withdrawals? I think your body would say thank you after eliminating what was probably, the second Big Mac with no meat and extra sauce. But I guess, I mean, emotionally, probably you take the substance away, even if it's not habit forming physically, and there might be an emotional withdrawal, an emptiness, a feeling of what's missing. I mean, I used to drink like a fish, so I can appreciate the fact that you can build excitement around that substance. It probably wasn't just processed food or fast food. She doesn't say fast food, but she's a fast food junkie, so it's kind of how I'm looking at this. It's not just the eating. It's the getting your money together. It's getting in the car. It's sitting in the drive-thru. It's tapping the steering wheel in anticipation. I used to have rituals about my substance of choice. It wasn't just drinking. It was going to the liquor store. It was knowing I had it in my hand. Even before I could get a sip of it to my lips, if I was shaking and anxious, I would start to calm down because I know it's here, and now I feel safe, and now I feel like I'll be okay. So as far as withdrawals, I'm gonna say yeah, emotional, but I've gone on weight loss journeys and stopped eating fast food, and it wasn't that deep. So, back to other videos she's done. I hope she's getting mental health help. Obesity related issues and more have also been, with this, overwhelming, and I felt it best to do some healing in private. +5 for Chantal for doing some healing in private. Not everything needs to be everybody's business. There are folks, there's another channel I follow, where healing in private would be blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy. You have to stick the camera in somebody's face, even if they're half dead. This doesn't seem to be the way Chantal wants to handle it, and I give her credit for that. If she needs to take care of herself, she should be doing it off YouTube. Um, I've been following Chantal not just for reviews, but for a little while, longer than that. And this seems to me like one of the longer, if not the longest, periods where she disappeared completely from social media. Usually, when she says she's taking a break, she's back tomorrow or 2 days. This was a while, so I'm guessing something was going on. I can't think of another reason she would disappear. The thing that happened right before was not terrible. I mean, when she was on that thing with, remember when she did that video of the person who was in the psychiatric unit, and people accused her of making like a racist impression of this person who didn't speak English as a first language, or maybe not a language at all. And then there was all that blowback, and then the channel went like a way another direction. There was nothing too shameful that happened that she had to go around and change the whole channel. I anticipate being back soon. Thank you for your patience, guys. So, hopefully she's back soon. I gotta say, I hope she's back soon. I'm a viewer of Chantal. Again, I wouldn't say I'm a fan, I wouldn't say I'm a hater. I'll get behind anybody who's trying to start their life over. Start your channel over. It's a channel. I have a channel. A lot of people have channels. You know, she's doing something right. Her subscriber count keeps going up, even though she's barely been on social media. It seems to keep rising. I don't know with the weight loss content. I'm just looking at views because I have her queued up. I have Chantal in every end of the house. I'm so obsessed with her. Her views are not that bad. Like on her weight loss videos, I know she doesn't want to do food related content, and I agree with that. But if she were going to back to doing food related content, it would be either mukbangs, weight loss, cooking videos, maybe. Now, as far as monetizing those and getting her some views, food would probably get the least. But it looks like it's an almost even split between her eating on camera and her attempting to lose weight on camera. In fact, these weight loss videos actually have a lot more views on them. But if it's in the best interest of her mental health to not do it on camera, then I say that. This Daily Chantal business, where it's vlogging and whatnot, is actually more of the Chantal content I would probably like to see. But if it's going to be unboxings, makeup, all that stuff that I like, people don't watch it as much. You can look at the view counts. People don't like it as much. It's so typical. The stuff I like about her, nobody else does. That's like the overarching narrative of every coffee talk. I probably either like things about her nobody else does, or I see things in her that probably aren't there. But I digress. So the next direction for she's not Foodie Beauty. She'll always be Foodie Beauty. This'll change back because people aren't going to recognize the Daily Chantal. And all she has to do is miss one day of filming, and that comment section will be flooded with daily, see, you couldn't even keep it up for 3-4 days, and then she'll get defensive and change it again. It's been the Chantal show before, now it's the Daily Chantal. But I think if I see that, I'm expecting a daily video. So I'm really not optimistic that that's going to happen. So if that's what she's expecting of herself, it's a tall order. And Chantal's good in the beginning with tall orders, and then she has a history of flopping with it. I mean, the flopping of it was a week ago with another really tall order. So I support you in making healthy choices, in healing off camera, because again, I'm in another situation where I'm watching another couple in a caretaking situation with things that could arguably be best handled off camera to give privacy to the individual who needs to do some healing of their own. So I give you credit for stepping back with it. I'll be curious to see what you come back with. That is some crazy makeup in the thumbnail for your channel. It's you do a good face of makeup. I think Chantal does a good face of makeup. It's prom makeup. It's very heavy. So that's what we have today. Even without some footage, we were still able to have hopefully a meaningful conversation inspired by the Daily Chantal. So thank you all for watching. Please do subscribe, hit the like button. You can follow us on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc. Our email address and contact information is all listed below. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch up with y'all tomorrow. Bye.